Hello everyone, this is Aegon of Astora, and welcome back to my blind playthrough of Dark Souls 3. This is episode number 6? Yes, episode number 6, being recorded on Tuesday the 12th of April. I hope you're all having a fantastic day today, whenever it is you find yourself watching this. So, this is being recorded directly after episode 5, and in between the previous episode and this one, the only thing you miss is that I did a quick run back, grab my souls, and then use the Homered Bone to bring ourselves back here. So, let's see if either of Irina or Egon are here. And also, let's see what we need to upgrade our weapon further.
Well met. 'Tis good to see ye in good health. What needs smithing this day?
So we need 4 more Titanite shards. Good to know. I don't think we're going to be upgrading our shield, at least not until we get our hands on the crest, or the dragon crest shield, or the... There are 2 shields from Dark Souls 1 that Astora nobles used, but I can't remember the other one. One is the dragon's crest shield, and I guess the other one is just the crest shield. Although I could be remembering that wrong.
Pretty.
Yes, I shall be careful. Okay, so there we have the thief guy who... Oh, shoot. So, just like the rest of the people in the Undead Settlement, he seems to be infected by this parasite, I guess? That is causing, like, tree roots to grow out of his head.
Heavens, she was already dead. Heavens, she was already dead.
Okay, this is not good. I'm wondering whether we should put him out of his misery, because I have a really bad feeling that he's just going to start killing other NPCs here. And maybe we shouldn't have given him Loretta's bone. It's not good. I'm very encouraged by what appears to be a big step up in terms of the number of NPC interactions that are available to us. That the world seems just so dynamic.
Unkindled, are we? And fast on the trail of the Lords absconded? Then these red eyes are for you. Use them to pillage embers and briefly heighten your strength for your duty. What else are unkindled ashes good for? Pillage embers for briefly heightened strength for your duty. What else are unkindled ashes good for?
No idea who this guy is. I thought it was Egon for a second. But it appears to be someone else entirely. I don't know what triggered his arrival here. Oh no, that's not good. I was charging it all night. Oh, I get it. So rather than putting my PS4 into rest mode, I put it into I turned it off completely, and that is, I was thinking about when I did my blind playthrough of Bloodborne and the whole memory leak glitch, which resulted from, not turning your PS4 off and just putting it into rest mode. My concern is that that would become a thing again. Alright, so this guy, very interesting. He gave us some cracked red eye orbs. Oh, and that's another thing I noticed while doing Jolly Cooperation, is that one of the people who summoned me was invaded, and the Dark Spirit wasn't pink, they were actually red. Allows a single invasion of another world. Defeat the host of embers of the world you have invaded to gain the strength of fire. The cracked red orb is far from... So it's no longer... Okay, so the cracked red orb is far from perfect, it seems, as Ringfinger Leonhard knows all too well. So I'm guessing that is Ringfinger Leonhard. I can't say that name for some reason. We'll just call him Ringfinger. So where are our friends who we sent back here? Where's Irina of Kareem? Yeah, she doesn't seem to be here. So I wonder if, and this is something else I was thinking about while doing some editing. In Dark Souls 1, Andre was originally supposed to be the person who would give you access to Firelink Altar. So he would, walk over, move a statue out of the way, and then you would have access to Firelink Altar. So I wonder if he, in this game, serves the same purpose. Alright, no. Very nice. The message I wrote makes no sense at all, so I'm impressed that I have 3 goods already. If only I had a bean pole, but could this be a wheel? It makes no sense. I'm gonna protect that one.
Ah, well met, Ashen One. How may I be of service?
Alright, I don't know what we're gonna use these souls on. We should buy 1 charcoal pine resin. Because at this point, there's so many different paths we can take that I'm almost, just overwhelmed with the choices before us. Because there are so many spots and so many areas that we haven't actually fully explored yet. But in the interest of continuity for the last episode, we might as well go back to the Frost guy. I think I'm going to run by him and see if there's a bonfire behind him or something. What did I do that run back for to grab those souls if I wasn't going to spend them before coming back here and then dying right away? I'm sorry, everyone. That was very, very silly of me. And this time, let's see what is behind this mist wall over here. So it looks like there's a ladder there, too. Whoa! Holy crap. Holy crap. Alright. Let's run. Oh my god. Oh my god. That was frightening. Blood Bite Ring. One of the bite rings native to Kareem increases bleed resistance. The crafting of these rings is forbidden, perhaps owing to a fear of malleable stone. Clerics, however, dabble freely in the art. So we might as well equip it, because once again we have... I mean, we might as well equip the Way of Blue Covenant thing too, see if that actually works. It's interesting that covenants are, yeah, equipable items. So, similar to how it is in Bloodborne. Except, of course, you appear to have the ability to equip on the fly. Whereas in Bloodborne, you have to actually equip the Oath Runes back at the Hunter's Dream. Is this a shortcut? It is a shortcut. Oh, and the bonfire's right there. Right here. Oh, that... I feel very, very silly. Very, very silly. Well, that makes life a heck of a lot easier. Let's go spend these souls we were supposed to spend previously.
Welcome home, Ashen One. Speak thine heart's desire. Very well, then take nourish. Let these souls withdrawn from their vessels, manifestations of disparity, elucidated by fire, burn deep within me, retreating to a darkness beyond the reach of flame. Let them assume. Ashen One, to be I'm Ashen One. Bring me souls, plucked from their vessels. Farewell, Ashen One. May the flame...
Yes, the flames will guide me. Let's go check on... Oh. You okay now, friend?
Ah, there you are. I was thinking. You know I'm a petty thief. Well, perhaps I'll go on the prowl. Everyone's dead or hollowed away anyway, right? So I might as well fetch some weapons or treasure for you. Well, what do you say? Thank you. You will not be disappointed. Grey Rat the thief was once a well-known name. Until I ended up rotting in a cell. Grey rat until...
I have a feeling I'm going to regret that. Also, it has a rope firebomb, so just like the rope Molotov cocktails from Bloodborne. That is a nice shield.
Goodbye. I will leave for some time. So long for now. Do stay safe, you hear? Or my efforts will have been for naught.
Yeah, I'm not sure how I feel about this. I don't know that I should... I don't know if I should have actually sent him. Alright, Ringless, or Ringfinger is gone, whatever his name is. It's very cool how the selected warp point appears to be the last place, the last non-Firelink Shrine bonfire you sat at. I was wondering if the big one would respawn, and it appears as though it does. Taken out these skeletons so many times now. Alright, and then we have the ambush coming up here. Just trigger it and run back. Yeah, and I think the smart thing to do at this point would just be run by the blue guy and see what we run into after him. And add him to the list of enemies that we have to go back and kill at some point. Still want to go deal with the giant crystallized Sonic the Hedgehog guy right at in the tutorial area. I imagine he'll be a fair bit easier now that we have healing wares and a little bit better damage on our weapon. But yeah, we came pretty close to killing him right at the outset, so I was pretty proud of that when I was going back and watching the footage. Except for the second time when I got just greedy for no reason. So I had assumed that Irina of Kareem would just go back to... that she would go back to Firelink and then sell us miracles or something there, but... Okay, so rather than going into... Oh, I know where we are. So that door right there is the one we opened with the key. So I guess the key was only to rescue Irina. Or not rescue necessarily, but I don't know. I'm very interested to see how this game handles the female characters in this universe. We also have to keep our eye out for Sieg something of Katarina. I can't recall what it was, but I know it started with Sieg. Thank you, iframes. Thank you. See, sometimes it's better to just run right by the enemy and see what comes after them. Because then often you can use that to your advantage. So that frame rate drop right there is not my capture, that was actually the game. So it does appear as though this time he can't actually get through the door. Oh, shit. I can see you, friend. Okay. Let's equip our firebombs and our charcoal pine resin. Because I imagine he's got to be weak to fire. Not, at least not big time. Irithil Straight Sword. Straight Sword bestowed upon the Outrider Knights of the Boreal Valley. This weapon is enshrouded in frost and causes frostbite. Every Outrider Knight one day devolves into a beast and constantly hounded by Pontiff Sullivan's black eyes. So it says it does frost damage, but that's an additional effect. It actually deals physical. Alright, we're gonna start leaving some more messages. Beautiful. Cause yeah, it seems to heal your health, although I wasn't paying attention to whether it actually did that or not. And yeah, that enemy was a single spawn. So what was this place called again? Road of Sacrifices. Alright. Whoa. This does not look good. That is frightening. Sherving stone. Seems like they really, after Dark Souls 2 really simplified the weapon upgrade system, it seems like they went the opposite path again. Again, invoking Demon Souls more than Dark Souls 2. Not sure what to make of this place yet. I thought those were like mining picks, but they look almost more like scythes than picks. And there's one over there with a giant staff. The enemies in this game have very conservative aggro ranges, it seems. You can hit them and they'll just sort of stare at you in a from oh, never mind. Stare at you from a distance. Okay, so the weapons cause bleed to build up. They appear to be crow-human hybrids, or at least humanoid hybrids. And we were just in the spot where we found this statue of Velka, so that all makes sense. I don't know what it means, but it makes sense. Okay, we should read the item description for that, see if we can get a clue as to what the heck's going on here. But first, let's take out this other crow person. Wherever he or she went. Okay, I think we're fine. A gem of infused titanite, also known as Stark Stone, reverses weapon infusion. Has the benefit of undoing the effects of infusion without reducing the reinforcement level. So it's like a pale stone from Dark Souls 2. treasure ahead. Well, he's not lying. I just don't know if we can drop down to get it. Although we may be able to there. It's more treasure, but that looks quite dangerous. Try ranged battle. That is not a bad idea, but our ranged attacks are not really up to snuff at this point. And plus we only have like 6 arrows. We do need to upgrade our vitality, I think, a little bit. Because, yeah, if we even equip the bow, then we're basically, we're fat rolling at that point. So, if we're going to do any sort of ranged battle, which we might as well if we're doing a quality build, then, yeah, we're going to need to upgrade a little bit. Alright, that message might be onto something. I'm gonna give it a good rating either way. Yeah, no, it seems like we're fine. So let's brigand trousers. Oh, I didn't even need that Estus there. Dagnabbit. Okay, that was brigand something. But it looked like a sword. Oh, twin daggers. These paired daggers are the preferred weapons of the brigands of a distant land. When two-handed, the wielder holds a blade in each hand, allowing for divergent attacks that include left-handed moves. Interesting. So the skill for that one is quick step. Whoa. Mildred? Hi, Mildred? Well then, Mildred or Mildred's descendant, whoever the heck that is, was not especially keen on seeing us, I don't think. Certainly she was nowhere near as excited to see me as I was her. Not off to a good start. Seemed to have similar moves to the crows from the Painted World of Ariamis. It was trying to jump on our heads there in the same way. Where was this drop down? I think I'm in the wrong spot. Yeah, I think it's up there. So I think we found the Blight Town of this game. I think we picked up the Brigand Axe as well. Comfort. Hi, friends. No, you're not my friend, are you? Okay, so we're up here now. Sorry. I don't know if I can trust you. So the sorcerer over there, so he's casting a poison mist. Oh my gosh. There's so many of them. Their attacks are so quick, too. All right. Moving on. This place is certainly not for the faint at heart. I wonder if Mildred dropped anything. Because her body fell down into what looked like a swamp, but what also looked like an instant death fall, so... Oh! Where are we? Is that bonfire already lit? Oh, he's wearing... Ah! Hi, friend. You may not remember me from middle school, but I'm from Astora too. You don't look very friendly. I want to talk to you first.
Oh, hello. How do you do? I am Anri of Astora, unkindled like you. This is Horace, a friend and travelling companion. Are you too in search of the Lords of Cinder? We are well along the road of sacrifices. Below us is the Crucifixion Woods. Beyond the flooded woods lies Farron Keep, home of the Undead Legion. Further yet is the Cathedral of the Deep. We seek the cathedral, home of the grim Aldrich. We may go our separate ways now, but we are both seekers of lords. The next time we cross paths, one may find the other in a time of need. May the flames guide your way.
Hi, Henri of Astora. I'm Aegon of Astora. Cool. Very, very cool. Hi, traveling companion. Okay. Alright. I guess he's the leader of the Blue Sentinels? Faded sheepskin parchment depicting the Dark Moon and a sword, equipped to pledge oneself to the Blue Sentinels' covenant. When a member of the Way of Blue is threatened by a dark spirit, the Blue Sentinels, in compliance with an ancient accord, assume the form of blue spirits and help to root out the invader. Summoning takes place automatically while this is equipped. So it's very, very cool that it doesn't force you to use one of your ring slots, now that the Covenant thing has its own slot. That is very cool. So we're going to equip that right now. Well, you are certainly a feisty Covenant leader. You have anything else to say, Henri?
Oh yes, Horace. He's not very talkative. But don't think ill of him. He's an upstanding, kind-hearted knight, a fine partner for this grueling journey. Without his help, I would have cursed this onerous duty long ago. We are well along the road of sacrifices. Below us is the Crucifixion Woods. Beyond the flooded woods lies Farron Keep, home of the Undead Legion. We may go our separate next.
May the flames guide thee as well. You wouldn't happen to know where I could find an elite knight set lying around, would you? Should we go spend our souls? I think we should. This world is... wow. Yeah, let's go spend our souls.
You're an unkindled, aren't you? I am Cirrus, of the Sunless Realms, former servant of the divinity. Duties we each bear, but one's duty is a solitary affair. I doubt we've much to gain from fraternization. Blessing of the moon upon your journey. I doubt we've much to gain from blessing of...
There are so many NPCs in this game. It's gonna take some time to get all their names straight. I think she said her name is Siri? And interesting that rather than leaving us with let the flames guide thee, she said blessings of the moon upon you or something like that. I know we picked up a Titanite shard, but yeah, we still need 3 more. Interesting that the crystal lizards only seem to drop, at least the ones that I've come across so far, only drop materials for infusing and upgrading infused weapons as opposed to just plain old Titanite. And I don't know that we've had Titanite drop from any enemies at this point either.
What a sick joke. Talking.
I thought he might have something new to say, but nope.
Welcome, host. Very well, then take note. Let these souls withdrawn from their vessels, manifestations of disparity, elucidated by fire. Farewell, Ashen.
Okay, so our new, our countrywoman is gone. Her and her traveling companion. So I'm looking forward to seeing where that ends up. Very cool, very, very cool to see. I think it's the first time we've seen someone actually, other than Oscar, wearing the Astora gear that is actually out in the world. Of course, for Oscar, they originally had planned a storyline where he would serve as a foil to the player character, but that never made it in the final game. This place reminds me a little bit of the Royal Wood. Are those the mushroom enemies from Dark Souls 2? Nice shard. Yep. Want to stay away from them in case they have corrosive mist, like at least one of the variants did in Dark Souls 2. Whoa, there's a lot of you here. There it is. Oh, there's so many of you. Don't mind me, fellas. I'll leave you to it. Oh. The Twin Dragon Great Shield, cool. Patch's shield from Dark Souls 1. Hi, friend. Oh, there's so many friends around here. Yeah, it's purple. In Dark Souls 2, the corrosive color was sort of a pale green. And purple in Dark Souls 1, and so far in this game, is meant to indicate poison. So maybe they just spray poison mist. I don't know. So, but certainly it's one of those things that you don't really want to find out. I think this is where we just came from. Yeah. We want to go across this swamp here, it looks like. Is it poisonous? No, it's just... Oh. I don't know what it is. Okay, so we have enough Titanite shards to upgrade our weapon to +3 now. So we could go back. Oh my god, it's a bunch of little crabs. There's so many of you. Whoa! Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, that scared the daylights out of me. Okay, so I guess all of these wooden signpost things aren't just signposts. To keep our eyes out for that. So that's a giant crab. That's a very, very big crab. Oh, and there's another dude. No idea where we're running, but we're running. Yeah, if you're using the longsword, you definitely want to make as I was saying, you definitely want to take advantage of those thrust attacks. So much earlier on, I was saying that those enemies in the first area were sort of like the Black Knights of this game. But nope. Nope, nope, nope. The Black Knights are the Black Knights of this game. I'm very intrigued by how much stuff is in this game that was in Dark Souls 1, but that was not in Dark Souls 2. Alright, I think for now we should probably take this off. And that we should heal first. So yeah, that's about how I expected that to go. Not very far off. And so what I think we're going to do is upgrade our weapon and call it an episode.
Well, just one.
So hopefully we have enough souls to do that. We do indeed. Let's check our damage. Because unfortunately, even though I think Dark Souls 2 is the only game to allow you to actually look at your attack power. So we're doing 156 to actually look at it from the blacksmith menu. And it's frustrating that no other game has allowed you to do that since. So 156.
Tis good to see ye in good health. What needs smithing? Right.
170. So again, not a huge increase, but once we start getting our strength and dex up there, I think we'll start to really see some better returns on that. So that's going to do it for this episode, but thank you all very much for joining me, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.